What if I told you that the single most powerful shift that separates the truly wealthy from everyone else has nothing to do with being born rich and has nothing to do with chasing the next trend or the next big opportunity, but everything to do with how they think? Right now, you might be working hard, maybe even harder than people who already have financial freedom, yet something feels stuck. You are on the treadmill of life running but not moving forward. The question is why? The answer lies in the mindset shift that the truly wealthy make that most people never even realize exists. For the next few minutes, I want you to pause everything and listen, because what I am about to share is not just a piece of advice, it is a transformation in how you look at money, success, and freedom. Think about the way most of us are taught about money. We are told go to school, get good grades, find a stable job, work hard, save money, and if you're disciplined, maybe just maybe you will retire comfortably at 65. That is the system. And this system trains us to think like employees, to think in terms of earning, and spending, to think of money as something scarce. We are told to hold on to it, protect it, because if it slips away, it might never come back. This is the scarcity mindset. It is rooted in fear. It is rooted in the belief that the pie is limited, and if someone else has more, it means you have less. Now pause and ask yourself, has this mindset ever truly made anyone wealthy? Now compare that to the wealthy. Their mindset is completely different. They do not see money as something to be hoarded, they see it as a tool. They do not see opportunities as limited, they see them as infinite. They are not afraid of spending when that spending can create growth. They understand that value creates wealth, not time traded for a paycheck. And here is the biggest shift: they think about money in terms of abundance, not scarcity. They believe that money is always flowing, that opportunities are always multiplying, that wealth is created, not discovered. When you operate from scarcity, you make defensive decisions. You save but never invest. You hesitate but never act. You stay comfortable but never grow. But when you operate from abundance, you make bold decisions. You invest in learning, in business, in assets. You take risks calculated, not reckless, because you under the upside is far greater than the downside. You focus on growth rather than protection. That one shift creates an entirely different trajectory for your life. Let me give you a story. Imagine two people earning the same salary. One saves every penny, lives frugally, avoids risk, and at the end of 10 years has some money saved but little growth. The other takes a portion of that money, invests in developing skills, starts a side business, maybe invests in real estate or stocks, fails a few times along the way, but by the end of 10 years their income has multiplied, their assets are working for them, and they are free from the paycheck cycle. Same starting point, different mindset. One chose scarcity, the other chose abundance. The wealthy also understand something else very clearly. Money is not the goal, it is the byproduct. Their goal is value creation. They ask, what problem can I solve? What skill can I master? What system can I build that serves others? When you focus on solving problems and creating value, money chases you. That is why the wealthy do not say, I cannot afford this. Instead, they ask, how can I afford this? That one question shifts your brain from shutdown mode to solution mode, from limitation to possibility. Now I know what you might be thinking. It is easy for them, they already have money. But here is the truth. Every wealthy person started somewhere, and most did not start wealthy. What they had was the courage to think differently, to step out of the script that society handed them and write their own. And you can do the same. The mindset of abundance is not reserved for the rich. It is available to anyone willing to practice it. It begins with small steps. Instead of cutting every expense to the bone, ask yourself, how can I increase my income? Instead of saving for the sake of saving, ask, how can I make my money grow? Instead of fearing mistakes, embrace them as tuition fees for learning. The wealthy know that failure is not the opposite of success, it is the path to success. Every loss carries a lesson, every setback teaches resilience. That is why they do not hold back, because of fear they act despite it. They know that waiting for the perfect moment means waiting forever. And here is something even more powerful: the wealthy do not measure wealth owned by money, they measure it by freedom, time, choices, and impact. The scarcity mindset keeps you chained to money, the abundance mindset frees you from it. The truly wealthy can choose how to spend their day, who to spend it with, what to work on. That is real wealth, and it starts with how you think. So the biggest mindset shift from truly wealthy is this: they do not think in terms of limits, they think in terms of possibilities. They do not see money as something to be trapped and protected, but as energy to be directed and multiplied. They do not chase money, they chase growth, value, and freedom, and money simply follows.